Welcome to Scatter Travel. This is Debbie Gerber in Gouda and Aalsmeer, Holland, Netherlands.
Hi, we're here in Gouda. Gouda is a place that is known for its cheese. Gouda, as we found out, the cheese is named after the town Gouda, but Gouda cheese can be found anywhere in the world as the name is not protected. It's produced all over the world. You can come here. The church behind me is the old church. The old church is famous for over 70 stained glass windows. It's also the longest church in the world. There is a square that has the city hall building on it, and the museum was really nice. If you go down the street just in front of the entrance to the church, there is the entrance to a little museum, and there's a fun cafe there. It's a fun place to eat, as well as Gouda's history through the centuries presented in the museum. Watch out for bikes as you walk through Holland. They have the right of way. It's easy to get hit, and watch for cars.
Okay, here we are in Gouda, and we want to go to the center where the church is, and so you can park anywhere close to there. However, you have to buy a parking ticket, and so you put your coins in, and it's usually just an hour here, or they have parking places you can go and spend a half a day or a whole day's worth. But you buy an hour ticket, you put the money in, the ticket comes out here, you put it in on your window so that you don't get a ticket. Just make sure you have enough time to get back if you need to add more money. Okay, so here's our rental car. You want to make sure when you come to Europe that you get a small car because the parking places aren't very big. And you can see down the street there's lots of parking places, but you only have 1 hour here. So if you want more, you have to find a parking area where you can do a half a day or longer.
We are in the Aalsmeer flower auction market. This is the largest warehouse in the world according to the Guinness World Book of Records. In here is where they sell the flowers. About a third of the flowers sold in the world come through this auction house. They're automated. A lot of it's automated. It comes from the cooling house through to the warehouse. Then they separate them into the different places that have bought them and where they're going, and then they're delivered to those places. Again, largest warehouse in the world. Smells wonderful. Flowers everywhere. Great place to see flowers. Fun place to come. Aalsmeer, Netherlands.
The Aalsmeer market flower market is so unbelievably busy. It's actually called Flora Holland now. They move these crates of flowers and plants around so quickly, and you can see them just moving through, and they move them with these tiny little tractor things that, they're just a tiny little tractor thing right there hooking up to them, and off they go, and they pull them all the way around till they get to where they need them to be at the next stop, in order to transfer to whichever company or place has bought those flowers.
Here they are taking the flowers out, off and running. Look at them go. They can pull those little carts right in the right place. And thousands and thousands of flowers being moved and sold all over the world.
As we watch them transport these flowers and move them around and take the orders, they get the order and put it on the side, and then they move the number that they needed to the cart, and when they got that completed, then off they went with the cart off to somewhere else to unload or to transport it to the airport or however it needed to do to get to its next spot. And I thought, this is what happens when I order flowers, or when Galen orders flowers for me, or I give flowers to someone. Look at the process that happens. A great portion, I think it was like 60% or something of the flowers in the world that are sold come through the Flora Holland auction sites. There are 6 auction sites in Holland that they actually do the same auctioning from. This one is the largest one in Aalsmeer. When you watch these carts go around, it looks like a flower highway. Book called the Flower Highway. But look at all these little carts being pulled all around, and they know right where they're going and what they're doing. There's just hundreds of workers down there. It's just like a little beehive. It's really fun to see all the flowers and all the different plants in such a concentrated amount in one area. Love it. It's absolutely amazing to see these carts of flowers and people and little machines move around that far below you, and the concentration of flowers, just to see them in all those groups, is really an amazing thing. And then when you go to buy them later, there you've seen all that. They send flowers all over the world. They use these conveyor belts to put the plants and flowers on, and it takes them upstairs and then takes them across all the way along this thing, all the way to the airport, where then they're put on the planes to get to where they need to go the next day.
Showing the pictures of the flowers, auctions, actually bring them through on the little carts. They bid on them. It's an actual auction.
Lilies? What have to do though?
Another whole room of them.
Lilies there. And she's showing the peonies on the side. Yeah.
People walk along this whole, visitors get to walk along this entire length of this warehouse. We're only seeing a part of it though.
Okay, here we are at the Aalsmeer Flower Warehouse, the largest warehouse in the world, and there's flowers of all kinds, and if your sweetheart likes flowers, they probably come from here. They ship them all over the world, and it smells wonderful in here, and it's just amazing. I love to give them to my wife because she loves them so much, and so that's what we're here doing today, enjoying the flowers.
There are literally millions of flowers sold here every day. And they say that, I think they said that this is like the largest warehouse in the world, about 10 million square feet. We couldn't even see from one end to the other standing on the ends. And the sides, you only saw part of the side to side because it went into different rooms on further down. It's the largest cooperative for selling flowers. It's got about 8,000 growers. There's over 4,000 people employed. They go out to like 130 countries, and there's about 60 countries that send them the flowers and then get sent out. So there's all kind of countries that send them in. I think that they also come from Israel, if I remember right, and some of them even from Africa, come to there and then get auctioned off and shipped out. They're amazingly fast at how they do it, and it's amazing to me that that can happen. It makes you appreciate even more what it takes to get flowers from the growers to the florist to your table. As we left the Flora Holland building, we were glad that we had remembered where we parked, because remember when I said that it was the largest warehouse in the world? Well, it has one of the largest parking lots I've ever seen. On top of the building, it's well-used space. There's this huge parking lot that's on top, and that's where you park your car. You've got to remember where you park it so you can find it. Aalsmeer and Gouda, what wonderful places to visit.